Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and today I'm gonna show you how to make this giant double-decker melting snowman cookie. So keep watching and I'll show you step by step how to make this. The first thing we need to do to make this is start out with the bowl from your stand mixer. It's important to use a stand mixer because we're gonna have to mix this a lot. And into that bowl, I'm gonna add a half a cup of cold water. Next, I have 3 packages of this gelatin. This is unflavored gelatin, and each package is 0.4 ounces. We're just gonna sprinkle that in there. Take our whisk and do a gentle mix here, not much. Now we need this gelatin to set up, so we're just gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes. Next, get out a heavy bottom pan, and to that, I'm gonna add 1.5 cups of sugar, a half a cup of water, and 1 cup of light corn syrup. We're gonna bring this over to the stove. We're gonna heat it up until it gets to 240 degrees Fahrenheit. Now the pan I have here is a 6-quart pot, and I'm using that because that's gonna look the most like the size of the marshmallow I wanna get. And I'm just gonna take about a tablespoon of butter, softened butter, and I'm just gonna spread it around this whole thing, get it nice and buttery so that it's easy to get out of our pot when we're done. This is where our marshmallow is gonna go. You can also take some powdered sugar and we just kind of spread it around in there a little bit. All right, so our pan is all prepared. Now let's bring in our stand mixer. Okay, it's on the stove. Let's turn on the heat to medium high. Just mix it a little bit at first. All right, so we're approaching 240 degrees. All right, we reached it. Let's turn it off. And we're just gonna leave it sit there just for a moment or two. Now you can see the gelatin has firmed up. That's what we want. Let's put that in our stand mixer. What we need to do is start slowly adding in our liquid into our gelatin as we whisk it, and we're gonna continue to whisk it faster and faster until we've used all that liquid. At this stage, we're gonna put about a teaspoon of vanilla extract in here. After about 10 minutes of whisking this, you should have this nice, silky, smooth, white marshmallow fluff. We're gonna pour this into our 6-quart pan or pot, and that's gonna act as our mold. I may have to do another batch though. So here's our pot, and now we're just going to take this, I'm just gonna scrape this out with a spatula. Really sticky stuff, guys. So it's clear that one batch is not enough, so I have to make another batch right away. I had to make a whole nother batch because it wasn't enough to fill this up. I figured this pan was gonna be nice and big. So here's a whole nother batch here, and I had to work quickly because I don't want the other batch to harden up before I put this in there. Just kind of spreading it around a little bit, trying to make it as even as possible. And I highly recommend licking the spatula. It is amazing. Now what we're going to do is make some giant cookies. Now I made this recipe before in our challenge video with Colin Creates, so you might want to check that out. I'll put one of those little cards up there. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's a really fun video. So what we're going to do is put our 4 sticks of butter. This isn't softened at room temperature, but it is cubed up, into our stand mixer bowl. And again, we're using the stand mixer bowl because they are not softened at room temperature, and it'll be very hard to mix it up if it's hard like that. We're also going to add 2 cups of sugar. And using our paddle attachment, we're just going to cream the sugar and butter together. Now we're just going to add in 2 large eggs. Now I already whisked this up, but that's not necessary. You don't have to whisk them up ahead of time. 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Dash of salt. And 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now just mix this up until everything is nice and smooth. And you may have to scrape down your paddle and the sides a bit. So do that periodically. Now we're going to start adding cups of flour. I'm going to do 6 cups total, so I'm going to start with 1 at a time. Okay, it's all mixed up now. We just take out our paddle attachment. Now this is going to be the small pan we're going to use. It's just a tart pan, and I'm going to use a bigger pan for our other one. So it's going to be all that dough is going to make 2 giant cookies. Now I'm going to spray this with some cooking spray here, just to make things come out a little easier. And I'm going to just gather our dough, and I'm going to just push this in. And we can kind of flatten it out a little. Now I'm going to take this, put this in the oven for 15 minutes at 350 degrees. All right, so after about 20 minutes in the oven, my cookie is all done. I just want to let this cool off completely before we move on to the next step. For the next part, I have a very large pizza pan here. And in that's going to be the size of our other cookie. But I am going to cover it with some parchment paper first. And just turn out the rest of our cookie dough right onto that. Flatten a little bit of it by hand to get it somewhat flat, and then we're going to roll it out. Just take some more parchment paper over top of it. And a roller. And roll it out. When you get it to the size you want, it's not important how it looks right now because we are going to trim around the sides to make it a perfect circle. But we just make sure the thickness is right, and it's about 1/4 inch in thickness. All right, so here I go. I'm just going to trim up this and make it a complete circle with a cookie cutter. Now just take this, we want to put this in the oven anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes. All right, so it took 20 minutes in the oven to bake, and now we're just going to leave it out and let it cool down completely. Now we're going to make the icing that goes on top of our cookies, and to do that, I have a large bowl. I'm going to add about 2 cups of powdered sugar, then 2 tablespoons of light corn syrup, then 1 to 2 tablespoons of water. You can add more water as we go, as you need it. Just mix this up until we get the consistency we're looking for. I also like to add about 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. All right, there you go. This might only be enough for one of the cookies, but we'll see. So at this point, I transferred my large cookie on to the thing I'm gonna serve it on. And next, what I'm gonna do is bring in our smaller cookie. As you can see, it's just a little bit smaller. And since it's made with a tart pan, I can just push it out like that. Now I want it to be upside down on the other cookie, like so. We can go ahead and pull this bottom part off. Carefully. And that's how it's going to look, but we got to put some icing so it'll hold it in place. So all I'm going to do is lift this up and put some icing on here. Some of that icing we just made. You don't have to put a lot, just certain spots. Just take this, and I want to kind of push it towards the back, not like dead middle. So we want to have room out in the front. Push it down to hold it in place. Now let's move this out of the way just for the moment. And we're gonna bring in our marshmallow that we made yesterday. This is our giant marshmallow. Now we have to get it out of this container. This is gonna be the hard part, I think. Hopefully it'll come out easy, but we'll see. So I have a large offset spatula that I'm gonna use to try to pull it away from the sides. Try to do that first. Looks like it's coming away from the sides fairly easily. That's a good sign. All right, I think we got it pretty good. Now, the hard part. Let's see if we can pull it out. Let's move this aside. We're gonna come back to our cookie. We're gonna turn this out upside down and hopefully it pops right out. We'll see though. Nope. All right, so I have to reach in there and hopefully try to pull it out. So this is not the easiest thing. I'm kind of going around. I got my hand all the way down to the bottom of one side, so I'm just kind of working around to get to the other side. Because we put that powdered sugar in there, it helps a little, that's for sure. All right. There you go. That is what it's going to look like. So now what we got to do is, since I have the sticky side down, which works out in our favor, I'm going to put some of that frosting on there too. And this will try to hold it in place. And you can put extra frosting towards the front because we're going to be decorating this more with frosting in the front anyway. All right, so here we go. Again, put it towards the back a little bit. Push it down. And now we're just going to take our frosting and decorate mostly towards the front. All right, so now what I've done is melted down some chocolate and I've melted down some orange candy melts. And we're going to decorate this to make this look like a snowman. Because he's our melting snowman, we're going to draw some arms on him from the side. Now for the last part, we're going to draw his hat. And we're just going to use all that chocolate we melted. Pour it on there. All right, if it drips down a little bit, it's kind of the effect I'm going for. Well, this is it. This is our giant double-decker snowman, melting snowman cookie. Now that you know how to make this, check out this video right here. You're going to absolutely love it. And until then, I'll see you next time. Into our gelatin now. Adding in our liquid. So I had to make a whole nother until it's, let's start over. Slowly adding in our, beyond the serving, whatever.